Hello and welcome back to Coach Bill's Sports Show. I'm Coach Bill. We do some fantasy football, some pro football, some fantasy football, some college football. I probably said fantasy twice because I'm just that excited about the season coming up. Yeah. Anyways, we do some NCAA football. I'm working on breaking down some plays for y'all so we can go through that as well. But thank you for joining us. Let's huddle up. And let's get down to it. All right, so today, if you haven't watched me before, or if your first time, you haven't watched a lot, I love using Fantasy Pros website, fantasypros.com. They don't sponsor me. They don't do anything. I just love the website. And they came out with something that I'm in love with. So let me show you. All right. So this is one of my leagues right here. And they have this wonderful thing that just came out called Draft Intel. So right here, Draft Intel. Been in this league since 2018. And it's got 116 patterns detected for this 10-team league. So this person will use their team names, Exotic Emus, has only drafted running backs and wide receivers in the first 2 rounds. 92% of their first 6 picks are running backs and wide receivers. He's drafted a running back first overall 4 out of 4 picks. He's drafted a wide receiver second overall 3 out of 4 picks. He's never drafted a quarterback before the 3rd round. Never drafted a tight end before round 7. It's just a lot of information that you can get about your league mates to help you draft better. So let's take a look here. Yeah. So we'll go with I'm a loser. Not my team, obviously. But 5 rounds, 9% were wide receiver running back. 3 out of 4 years. He's gone running back. Never drafted a quarterback before round 5. Always drafted their kicker late. Always drafted their defense late. Has drafted his backup quarterback with his last pick, typically. And hasn't ever drafted a backup tight end. Or hasn't drafted a backup 10 in 75% of his drafts. So he's felt solid enough that he doesn't need a backup tight end. The wealth of knowledge that this site allows you to have is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So your mom's number 1 fantasy pick was our league winner last year. Never drafted a quarterback before round 5. Never drafted a tight end before round 5. Has drafted a quarterback in round 5 3 out of 4 years. So that's the person that's typically starting our quarterback runs for this league. That's interesting to know. Never drafted a kicker before the last round. Always drafted the kicker in the last round. Interesting. Let's see about myself here. For those of you who don't know, my team name for this league is Pandemic at the Disco. Started that one when we got into the COVID pandemic and kind of enjoyed it. Don't know. Might set up a new team name. Might even let y'all vote. Pick it out for me. So let's see. Let's look at here. Drafted running back first, 4 out of 4 drafts. Drafted running back second, 3 out of 4 drafts. Running back's a very important position. Never drafted a tight end before round 3. Was drafted a wide receiver in round 5 for 3 of the last 4 years. Never drafted a quarterback before round 7. Never drafted a defense before round 14. Never drafted a kicker before round 15. The way I like to do it is my last 3 picks are defense, kicker, and my stash. So depending on how well everybody's agreeing on the stash, where he's ranked in other people's stuff, that's how I usually do it. So they have all sorts of fun stuff here. Create your own cheat sheet, which we do. Perfect draft challenge. So you can go into a mock draft lobby and actually draft against other people. You can do the draft simulator, which you've seen me do before. Now, if I remember correctly, I thought there was a way to select my league so that I can mock it like my league does. I gotta upgrade to get it. But let's start a draft. Let's just see. So this year I'm going to have the 7th pick in my league. And if you guys leave me Dalvin Cook at 7, I'm going to be laughing. Coming back around is where I'm going to have my problems. Because either it's Stephon Diggs or it's Aaron Jones. And that's about the only 2 I really want to see there. Now, as you saw in my breakdown, if you looked at how I draft, 3 out of 4 years I've gone running back right there. They're usually a little bit more predictable, a little bit more solid. But let's see. Let's just go with Stephon Diggs. Let's see what comes back around to us. Ooh, now we have a problem. So Javonte Williams is getting a lot more carries because of Melvin Gordon's injury. But do I think that sustains throughout the season? Keenan Allen's going to be an incredible wide receiver this year. Kyle Pitts is my tight end 1. Let's go with Keenan Allen. Let's see what comes back to us. Oof. Making me regret not taking a running back with that 2nd pick. But Zeke in the 4th round, it's not that bad. I'm not super excited by him at all. Because I think it's a 50-50 split between him and Tony Pollard. And honestly, Tony's a little bit more impressive to me so far this year. Just being honest. But I need a running back. Let's just see how crazy it looks between him. So there's Breece Hall, Travis Etienne, and Zeke. I'd much rather have Breece than Zeke. Personally, much rather have Breece than Zeke. Especially when I look and see what was here coming back around. Whew. Alright, so Courtland Sutton, easy pick. Now that becomes a little bit more interesting. Do I go with George Kittle, who San Francisco, essentially a rookie quarterback, in Trey Lance? Do I go there, or do I wait and see with tight end? Let's see. So there's also Darren Waller. I've got more faith in the quarterback in. Let's see. Running backs. Nothing against Gibson. I don't think he's going to be as good. I think he's going to be okay. I don't think it's going to be the best. I don't think it's going to be worse. And since we're in round 5, it's a little rich for Gibson. Josh Jacobs, I love the offense he's in. Strength of schedule sucks for him, but that offense is good. Let's see what wide receivers we got. Bateman, Michael Thomas is balling out right now. I think Michael Thomas might be a steal right there, actually. But I can see if he comes back to me in round. Ooh, I am in round 6. Round 6 and Michael Thomas just seems right. There's also Darren Waller right there. I like Darren Waller. So see, Gibson came back around. Josh Jacobs came back around. So I'm going to go with Josh. Just sheer preference on the offense at that point. A.J. Dillon. So this is the thing that I don't think I've talked about, but something I like to do. I like to get other people's handcuffs, not my own, simply for the reason let's just say in A.J. Dillon's case, if Jones goes down, Dillon becomes a monster there. He had a good season last year, and if he gets more time at the head of the list, he's going to have it as well. But let's just double check. Let's make sure, we got 1, 2, 3 wide receivers. We got 3 running backs. I haven't touched my quarterback yet. Let's just look and see who we got at quarterback. So we got some. I wouldn't be jumping for joy with any of these guys. Stafford's elbow problem. Rodgers has really not shown me who he's going to throw to a lot. Trey Lance, essentially a rookie. Dak is solid, but he's not going to win me any weeks. He just doesn't have the upside. Chase Edmonds is a good pick right here. I think Chase is going to be a top 20 running back this year. I've said that in other videos. It's in my bold predictions video. Go watch that one. Elijah Moore, like I said, in my camp video, I'm dropping all my Jets right now until I kind of figure out what Zach Wilson. They're saying 2 to 4 weeks, so who knows. But Elijah Moore is one of his go-tos. Hunter Renfrow, very good in Las Vegas, but do I want to have a bunch of Las Vegas players? I already got my tight end, so I'm not super worried about that. So let's just go. Let's go with A.J. Dillon. Ooh, Chase Edmonds came back around too. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to come down here and grab Chase. That's exactly what I expected to happen. If I grab Chase, it's going to push another run on skill positions, which will allow Dak to drop. I'll probably go quarterback right here, just simply because of where we are in the draft. We're in the 10th round. I want to make sure I have a quarterback that if one of my quarterbacks is having a tough week, I can play the other quarterback. So there's Trey Lance, Stafford. I think Cousins is a sneaky pick right there. Stafford is hurt. Really don't trust Rodgers as much until I figure out who he's throwing to. Week 9, so picking Trey Lance isn't really worth it. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I bet I can pick up Cousins later. Let's see who we have at wide receiver sitting around here. Sky Moore, Charles Landry. It's not a lot of wonderful things there. Kind of painted myself into a corner with this, but let's go with Stafford. Maybe he gets healthy, back to 100%. And we can also pick up Derek Carr's usually making it through and getting into waivers. So now we're getting into the depth of the draft, and it's no, maybe Kennedy Holiday. Let's see who we got. MVS is there, but I'm not really sold on him. There's been a lot coming out about Dotson out of Washington. I think Julio's going to do some things down there in Tampa Bay, but yeah, just not a lot of meat left on the wide receiver bone down here. Let's go with DJ. DJ's chart. So it's defense time. I'm trying to remember who the Broncos play for the first week. I think if I'm not mistaken, they open with the Seahawks. I think that's who they open with, is the Seahawks. So I think they start Seahawks, Texans, 49ers, Raiders, Colts. So I would only need them for the first two. Yeah, I rotate my defenses. So picked one for the first 2 weeks, and we'll see how it rolls. Yeah, I agree with that. That wasn't my best draft. But that's why we do these mock drafts. That's why we go through this process, is so that we can see what decisions and how they break out. Obviously, looking back, I probably wouldn't have gone as wide receiver heavy as I did early on. So, yeah, that's what it was. But thank you for watching. Please comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel. All that definitely helps us. Helps us with the algorithm, helps us grow, helps us try to get this to where we'd like to be. Everything we do right now is for the fans. Honestly, for myself and the fans. I just love talking sports. But either way, thank you for watching. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Ready?